Okay, so how do you get your creative juices going on when you feel that they are gone? Like, where are they? I want to make something and I don't know what. And everything is kind of boring and you don't really have an idea in your mind what you want to crochet next. So I thought I will sit down here with you and tell you how I get my juices going on in my head while I'm crocheting something. The first thing that I do is I go to Ravelry and I search in the top 20 crochet, and I search in the top 100, and then I get a kind of idea like what is going on and what people are making lately. And suddenly the fluids, the juices of my creativity start going around, and I get a kind of idea, and I scroll and I look at the designers and I look at the different patterns, and I write down what things that touched me, things that I thought that might be interesting. Then I go to Pinterest and I do the same. I put in the search bar in Pinterest. Pinterest is a search engine like Google, but with the images and maybe videos. And I go to Pinterest and then I put in the search bar crochet, whatever. And maybe I go and put crochet blanket or crochet top or crochet for the home or crochet cardigan, hat, scarf, shawl, whatever. And then I scroll down those beautiful pictures that people put on Pinterest, and by this system, like this journey, my creative mind starts working on, and I write down, and then I narrow my thoughts to what kind of thing I want to design next. Or maybe if you're not a designer and you crochet for your fun or for gifting, or even maybe for selling your crochet items. So I write down and I narrow the list. And then I say, okay, so maybe I want to make something for the home because I haven't done something for the home for a long time. And then I go back and I look for things for the home. Things for the home can be round tables, can be blankets, can be things for the bathroom, can be washcloth, can be things for the kitchen. Million ideas, right? So I go back to Ravelry and then I make a more kind of advanced search and look at items and go back to Pinterest again and look at items and look at ideas and narrow again. It's a process, kind of a process that I do to narrow my ideas when I don't have in advance. Usually I have papers filled with ideas, but if I'm feeling a little bit kind of bored or maybe kind of overwhelmed, so this is the process that I do. And then let's say what happened lately, I narrowed my list down to pillowcase. I thought maybe I will make a pillowcase. So I started looking at pillowcases. And they're the classic granny square pillowcases. They are all kind of, but mostly I saw granny squares. And I said, no, this is not my style. I don't want to do granny squares, but I want to do something that it's my style. And I was fixed on a pillowcase. So again, I did this process and I looked around, and I also had to choose my yarn, right? Because you have to know what kind of yarn you're going to use for your project. So I looked in my closet, in my stash, and I saw that I have this beautiful yarn bee. You see this? Yeah, it says yarn bee True Colors. It's 76 yards in one skein because it's very, very bulky. Color ivory, which I adore. It's really beautiful, and it's, let's say, 100% acrylic. So for a pillowcase, it's perfect. First of all, because it's a bulky yarn, so it will work really, really, really fast. Second, because it's acrylic and you can put it in the washing machine, nothing happens to it. And third, because I love the color and I love the feeling. I think this is something that it was discontinued, this kind of brand or this particular one. I got this yarn in a wholesale place that I go to look for yarns here in Israel, because we don't have a yarn industry here at all. So everything is imported and everything is very, very, very expensive, all yarns. So I have to be very, precise and look for things that I can afford, and also that will be okay with my designs, and that will feel, good quality and not just random yarns. So I had this in my stash, and I had 5 skeins of this. I said, okay, let's start and see what happens. Then I had to go and think about shape, what stitch, how would I make it? Okay, so the shape, I said, I have a lot of pillows in my home, and the standard 45 centimeters by 45 centimeters. I don't know how many yards is that. This is the standard measure of a pillowcase. A pillow, I mean, when I say pillowcase, I mean not what you sleep with. I mean, like decorative pillows. So you call them pillows or something else? I think pillows. Anyway, so I had a measure. I said, okay, I will do this, and I have to think about something, some design and some stitches that I like and that will represent my style, and also that will go good with this kind of a very, very bulky yarn. So this is what I came up with. I use the bubble stitch, and I will make something in the middle, and around it's just half double crochet. And this is what happened. What do you think about it? Right? Beautiful. I think it's beautiful. And it's so soft and squishy. And it's very, very thick. Right? So this is the front part. And now I'm working on the back part, which is going to be just half double crochet all around. And then I will have to write a pattern for it and publish it on Ravelry and promote it and everything. But this is a journey I do when I feel like my creativity is zero, or I'm not sure what to do, or I need some spice in my fluids of creativity, right? I go to Ravelry. There are millions and millions and millions and thousands of projects. So I don't copy anybody. I just look around and it sparks my thinking. Like I said, what kind of a project to do, what kind of stitch to use, what I don't like, what I do like, and make a decision and make this process by writing down everything and then eliminating what I decide not to do. But sometimes from those lists I get 1, 2, maybe 3 ideas, and then I write them down in a different place in my to-do list on my computer. So I say, okay, if I want to think what to do next, what to design next, I have this list there. I go there and I look at the list and I think to myself, do I feel like doing that? Do I feel like designing a top now? Maybe I need a rest from designing a top, and I will design pillow cover. Or maybe I will design a scarf, because the top is more complicated, right? You have to measure, you have to do all kind of things, sleeves and necks and, you know, everything, which I love doing. But sometimes I feel like doing something, you know, different. It's not easier, but it's different. It's a different kind of how would you say it? Kind of the word. I can't find the word. I don't know. Kind of movement you do, or kind of the process. The parts of the process are different if you design a scarf or if you design a top. And you have to crochet it, you have to measure it, you have to write down, and you have to publish, and you know, and you have to test it to see everything is fine, and how people think about it, and you know, all those things. So if you're looking for a method how to get your Crochet Joy moving again, that is what I do. This is my method. How to get your creative juice moving again to prepare for your next project. If you sell your items, so I would say, excuse me, I would say you would look also in Ravelry, but also look around what people are selling, what people are looking for. Of course, the season, if it's summer or if it's winter, if it's fall or if it's spring, and there are special items for each season, maybe holidays items that you have to prepare to your next show, your next fair. But what kind of designs to look for? So there are many designers that they design for selling. That their designs can be bestsellers in how do you call them? Art fairs or market places, and yeah, that you can make several of them. But Ravelry and Pinterest are my go-to places when I need some creative juices flowing down my brain. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get more videos like this each and every week. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.